Good morning, children. I hope you all are doing good, and I also hope that you all are revising whatever is taught by our teachers. So, in the previous session, we read about a very beautiful state, Jammu and Kashmir, and today we will also read about some very beautiful states of India. So, let us continue reading the chapter. Today we will read about Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand. So, firstly, let us read about Himachal Pradesh. Location: Himachal Pradesh is bordered by Jammu and Kashmir in the north, Punjab in the west, Uttar Pradesh in the south, and Uttaranchal, or which is also known as Uttarakhand, in the east. The capital of the state is Shimla. So, where is Himachal Pradesh located in India? It is bordered or it is surrounded by Jammu and Kashmir in the north, Punjab in the west, Uttar Pradesh in the south, and Uttarakhand in the east. Uttaranchal is now known as Uttarakhand. So, Himachal Pradesh is surrounded by 4 states in total, and Shimla is the capital of Himachal Pradesh. And here I would like to remind you to please learn the states and its capital by heart because it is very important. Now, rivers: Ravi, Beas, Chenab, and Satluj. Languages: the main languages are Pahari, Kirati, Kinnauri, along with Punjabi and Hindi. So, the rivers that flow in this state are Ravi, Beas, Chenab, and Satluj. These are the names of the different rivers that are flowing in Himachal Pradesh. They are the names of rivers. Now, here also people speak different languages, and some of the main languages are Pahari, Kirati, Kinnauri, along with Punjabi and Hindi. So, these are the different languages spoken by people of Himachal Pradesh. Now, as you can see here, just below Jammu and Kashmir, we have Himachal Pradesh. So, we can say that Jammu and Kashmir is on the north side of Himachal Pradesh. Then, towards the south, we have Uttar Pradesh. Uttarakhand is on the east, and Haryana is on the west. Punjab is on the west. So, Jammu and Kashmir is on the north. Uttar Pradesh is on the south, Uttarakhand is on the east, and Punjab is on the south. Punjab is on the west. So, this is the location of Himachal Pradesh. Now, we will read about the traditional dress of Himachal Pradesh. So, traditional dress. Men wear loose shirts and pajamas with colorful round Himachali caps. Women wear salwar or pajama with loose colorful kurtas and scarf around their head. So, let us now have a look at the traditional dress worn by the people of the Himachal Pradesh. So, men here, they wear loose shirt and pajamas with bright and colorful round Himachali caps. Now, these Himachali caps are round and they are very colorful, and these caps are an important part of the local men's attire. So, these are worn by the men, not by the women. These are worn by the men, and this is an important part of their garment or their attire. Whereas the women, they wear salwar or pajamas with loose and colorful kurta and and they also cover their head with a scarf. So they are covering or they are tying a scarf around their head. So this is the traditional dress of Himachal Pradesh. Now dance and music. Traditional folk and samskara songs are popular among the people. Shona, Nati and Burra are the popular dance forms. Now, as you all know that every state has its own traditional folk music and dance. Now, these folk music and dance is performed at different functions and ceremonies. So, functions that are very important, only then the folk music and the traditional dance is performed. In Himachal Pradesh also, traditional folk and samskara songs are very popular, and some popular dance forms are Shona, Nati and Burra. And these dance forms are performed at different special occasions. Now we will move on to the festivals. Main festivals like Haryali, Lahore, Lori, Baisakhi, Dharamshala festival and Kulu Dashera attract tourists from all over the world. So here also people celebrate different festivals, and festivals celebrated here are Haryali, Lahore, Lori, Baisakhi, and they also celebrate some uh, popular festivals like Dharamshala festival and Kulu festival. Now these festivals are very popular and people from all over the world, they come to see this festival which is celebrated in Himachal Pradesh. So I hope till here you don't have any problem. Now we will move on to occupation. Agriculture is the main occupation. Rice, maize, wheat and barley are the main crops. The state is the largest producer of apple in the country. Tourism is also an important industry and helps generate income for the state. So here also the main occupation of the people is what? They practice agriculture. Here also people practice agriculture, and the major crops which are grown by the people are rice, maize, wheat and barley. These are the main crops grown by the people. And Himachal Pradesh is the largest producer of the apple in the country. So in the country, Himachal Pradesh is the largest producer of which fruit? Apple. And tourism. Tourism is also an important industry for the people and the state. But what is tourism? Tourism, simply it means that when people visit different places for fun, for having fun, that is known as tourism. And since Himachal Pradesh is having so many beautiful places, that is why tourism is very important for the people also and for the state also, because if people will come to visit such places, of course the local people are going to earn money and the state is also going to earn money. That is why tourism is very important in Himachal Pradesh. Now we will move to art and craft. Pashmina shawls, wood craft, rugs, carpets, silver jewelry, woolen caps, shawl with traditional Himachal embroidery and Kangra miniature paintings are well known. So people here also, they like to do art and craft work. They make pashmina shawls. Pashmina shawls are special and expensive shawls which are made from the wool of a very special breed of Kashmiri goat. So pashmina shawl is made from the wool of Kashmiri goats. And they also make woodcraft, which is items made from the wood. They make rugs, carpet, silver jewelry, woolen cap, and they also make shawls which have very beautiful Himachal embroidery on them. And they also make Kangra miniature paintings, which is very famous. And this Kangra painting is made from the special, and they are made from organic colors. They use organic colors. They don't use poster colors like us. They make colors from organic things. Like they will make yellow from haldi, they will make black from the tar. So these are the organic colors which they use in their paintings. And now we will move to tourism. So Shimla, Kulu Valley, Manali, Solang Valley, Rohtang Pass, Dalhousie, Chamba, Kangra Valley, Dharamshala, Kasauli, Kufri, Chail and Fagu are the major tourist destinations. Like we all know that Himachal Pradesh is very beautiful, and it has so many beautiful tourist spots that people from all over the world come to visit this place. But some of the major tourist places are Shimla, Kulu Valley, Manali, Solang Valley, Rohtang Pass, Dalhousie, Chamba, Kangra Valley, Dharamshala, Kasauli, etc. These are some of the very famous places of Himachal Pradesh. Now I hope Himachal Pradesh is clear to you. Now we will move on to Uttarakhand. So here also we will firstly read about the location of Uttarakhand. The state of Uttarakhand is surrounded by Tibet in the north, Nepal in the east, Uttar Pradesh in the south, and Himachal Pradesh in the northwest. Its capital is Dehradun. So I will again take you back to the same map. Here, as you can see, Uttarakhand. So Uttarakhand is also surrounded by many states. Uttarakhand is surrounded by Tibet in the north. So as you can see, the color, the very light color, in that you can see China, and in the bracket it is written Tibet. So Uttarakhand, Tibet is lying on the north side of Uttarakhand. We have Nepal in the east, and we have Uttar Pradesh in the south, and Himachal Pradesh is on the northwest side. So Uttarakhand is also surrounded by so many states. And the capital of Uttarakhand is Dehradun. Now rivers. Rivers are Ganga and Yamuna. Languages are Garhwali, Kumaoni and Hindi. These are the main languages of Uttarakhand. So rivers that are flowing in this state are Ganga and Yamuna, and the main languages the people speak are Garhwali, Kumaoni and Hindi. So these are the languages spoken by the people of Uttarakhand. And now we will read about the traditional dress. Men wear pajama kurta with a headgear or turban. Women wear rangwali pichaura, a garment worn at ceremonial occasions with jewelry. So here also they have their traditional dress, and men here they wear kurta and pajama with headgear or turban. What is headgear? Headgear is a thing which is worn on the head. So headgear, from the very word headgear, it is understood that these are the things which are worn on the head. Like how you wear turban or caps, these are all headgear. So the men, they are wearing kurta pajama with headgear or turban, and women they are wearing rangwali pichaura, which is a garment worn at ceremonial occasions with jewelry. So this is a garment which is worn only during ceremonial occasions and they wear it with a lot of jewelry. Now we will move to dance and music. Langveer Nritya, Baradanati, Cholia, folk songs are very popular and are played on musical instruments such as dhol and turi. So, their dance forms. Now, people of Uttarakhand also like their old traditional dance and music, and their dance form includes Langveer Nritya, Baradanati, and Cholia. These are the dance forms. These are the dance forms. And some folk songs are also played on musical instruments like dhol and turri, and these songs are very popular among them or the local people of Uttarakhand. So, we read about the folk songs and their traditional dance forms. Now, we will read about the fairs and festivals. Basant Panchami, Dashera, Makar Sankranti, Fool Dei, Kumauni Holi, Nanda Devi Mela, and Harela Mela are important festivals. So, fairs and festivals are an important part of the culture of the people of Uttarakhand. So, they celebrate Basant Panchami, Dashera, Makar Sankranti, Fool Dei, and Kumauni Holi. These are some of the very famous festivals which are celebrated in Uttarakhand. And there are certain fair or mela also which they celebrate, such as Nanda Devi Mela and Harela Mela. So these are the names of festivals and fairs. Fairs is also known as mela in common language. So these were the festivals and fairs. Now we will read about the occupation. Agriculture, horticulture, export of crops, fruits and medicinal plants, along with other public sector companies, employ a large number of people. So, here, apart from agriculture, people are also practicing horticulture. Now, what is horticulture? Horticulture is a practice of garden cultivation or growing of beautiful flowers. How we cultivate different types of beautiful flowers in our garden? Horticulture is a practice in which we grow beautiful flowers, and they also export a lot of crops, fruits, and medicinal plants to other states and outside India also. And here there are certain companies where a lot of people work as employees. So apart from agriculture, people practice horticulture, and some people also work in office like employees. Now wheat, basmati rice, oilseeds, pulses, groundnuts, and soya bean are widely grown. Sugarcane is an important cash crop grown in the region. So, these are the important crops which are grown like wheat, basmati rice, oilseeds, pulses, groundnuts, and soya bean. These are the crops which are grown, and sugarcane is an important cash crop which is also grown here. Now, what do you mean by cash crop? Cash crop means it is a type of crop which the farmer will sell in the market. They will not use it, they will sell in the market to get money. So, that is cash crop. Now, we will read about the art and craft. Wood carving, paintings, handcrafted gold jewelry, basket weaving, woolen shawls, scarves, and rugs are well known handicrafts of the state. It is famous for Pahari and Kangra School of Art. So people here make a lot of handicrafts. Handicraft means things or art and craft which is made from the hands of the people. So people, they make it with their hands. These are not made by machines. Like wood carving items or items which are made from the wood, paintings, gold jewelry made from hand, basket making, woolen shawls, scarves, rugs. So these are the different items which are made by the people of Uttarakhand, and they don't make it through machines, they make it by their hands. And Pahari and Kangra style of painting is very famous here. We read about Kangra painting in Himachal Pradesh also. So in Uttarakhand also, this style of painting is very famous. They use organic colors, and they make use of very thin lines. Very delicate form of art is done in Pahari and Kangra style of painting. Now we will read about tourism. Ranikhet, Bhimtal, Almora, Kasoni, Satal, Dhanatali, Nainital, Masuri, Oli, and Chamoli are some of the important hill stations. Other tourist attractions are Gangotri, Yamunotri, Badrinath, Kedarnath, Jim Corbett, Valley of Flowers, Hemkund Sahib, Kumbh Mela at Haridwar, Nanda Devi National Park, Rajaji National Park, Gangotri National Park. A number of adventure sports are carried out in this region, such as river rafting, mountaineering, rock climbing, hiking, and trekking. So, there are a lot of beautiful hill stations like Ranikhet, Bhimtal, Almora, Kasoni, Sattal, Dhanotali, Nainital, Masori, Oli, Chamoli. These are important hill stations of Uttarakhand. We all like to visit hill stations during our summer break now. So these are the some of beautiful hill stations of Uttarakhand. And some other tourist attractions where tourists visit from all over the world are Gangotri and Yamunotri. These are glaciers. Badrinath, Kedarnath, Jim Corbett National Park, Valley of Flowers, and Hemkund Sahib, Kumbh Mela, Haridwar, Kumbh Mela at Haridwar, Nanda Devi National Park, Rajaji National Park, and Gangotri National Park. So these are some of the tourist attractions where people come from all over the country to visit these beautiful places. And people also come here for different adventure sports like river rafting. A picture of river rafting is shown just beside this paragraph. So that is river rafting. Then people also do mountain climbing, rock climbing, hiking, and trekking. Now hiking and trekking, these are outdoor activities in which people walk in natural environments and on the uneven paths. So the path is not smooth. They walk on uneven paths. So that is hiking and trekking. So today we read about Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand. A few other states are also left, and in the coming sessions we are going to finish that also. Children, please go through every day, go through the topics which are taught by all the teachers, and in case if you have any doubt, feel free to ask me on the Campus Care app. Don't hesitate, please feel free to ask. Your questions are welcomed. So you will read the chapter and we will meet in the next session. Thank you.